Okay, so let's spend a minute here in the vegetable garden on the south side of the house. And I apologize for this. I've not kept up with my weeding, but as you can see, we have weeds encroaching on the herbs that I planted here, and in each one of the with each one of the different plants. So I will weed all of these before I leave. And just so you know, this is jalapeno. This is habanero, a very hot pepper. This is cilantro. This is peppercini. And then we have 2 basil plants going right here. I water everything in the vegetable garden on the same schedule, and that is every 3rd day religiously. So you water Wednesday, water again on Thursday, water again on Sunday, etc. And it's very important when you water I'll show you the hose, and I'm going to leave the hose and the watering wand behind for you, as well as my fertilizer. But we pull the hose over here, stick the watering wand in, and turn it on, and just let the water fill up in this entire rectangular space, and give it a good soaking. And that same apply that same method to each one of these different plants. They like a good soaking once every 3 days. You can fill up each of these watering wells until they're just about ready to run over. And just a word of advice on the tomatoes. As you can see, they're already starting to bloom, which means the tomatoes aren't far behind, though I think it'll be, today's May 31st, it'll be at least another month before you have ripe tomatoes. But a word of advice: rather than letting the tomatoes ripen fully on the vine, the instant you see any hint of red color in them, I've read that at that point the tomatoes are cut off from the vine, and the process of, I don't remember the name of the gas, but a gas is released within the tomato, and it will continue to ripen whether it's on the vine or not. The problem with letting them ripen on the vine is that the riper they get, the more vulnerable they are to insects and other critters that would like to feed on them. So my suggestion is, as soon as you have the first hint of pink or red in the tomato, pull it off and let it ripen in the house. And these tomatoes are all set up well. I really hope they survive the tenting of the house. I'm sorry that you have to go through that, but assuming they survive, you'll have more tomatoes coming in here than you'll know what to do with. And again, here's the hose and the faucet, and you can see the watering baffle at the end of it. I do that rather than spraying the. It's not good to spray the vegetables, but rather to put that watering wand at the bottom of each well and let it fill up. And then one last thing: once you have blooms on the tomatoes, like you can see the little yellow blooms, then they're ready to be fertilized. And best case, I think it would be ideal to fertilize them once a week. And the way to do that is simple. You take a scoop of this Miracle-Gro fertilizer that I have here, if you choose to do so. Put that scoop in the bucket, fill the bucket up, shake it, and then just walk, and you can apply, very liberally apply that solution to each one of the different plants in the vegetable garden, all the tomatoes. And by the way, this is spinach, but I haven't done spinach before. I think I should have picked it before it bloomed, so this might be a total bust. But to the spinach, and I didn't identify this, but this is a cucumber, and certainly to the herbs, you might want to, if you can, if you're inclined, fertilize them once a week. They really respond well to the Miracle-Gro. Okay?